Welcome back, guys, to Tuesday Night Pro League. Kind of a chill set of games we've had so far. Big stomp to start the day over Prime from Jin Air. Now we got KT versus SBENU all tied up here.
Yep. Like a neatly wrapped present going into Game 3.
Nice little bow on top.
Yep. Now, this game, though, a win for Life would secure at least, or excuse me, a win for Curious would secure at least an ace match for SBENU. So that'd be a really, really nice win for them here. But a win for Life means that, you know, we might not get there. It's going to be tough for Josh to beat Stats. Even with Stats slumping in recent times, it's going to be tough.
Ooh, only you and the MC over there going for Curious.
I'm like a bit surprised that it's actually this one-sided. I mean, Curious has been looking really strong recently.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I was very, very close for voting for Curious. So you can kind of put me at like 0.6 up there for
W's
Life.
like cut in half.
Yeah, something like that. But a little bit more on the Life side, just because the ZVZs he played over at Valencia were just like fantastic. And he's looking better and better in that matchup, whereas Life has been like kind of, you know, he's not going like this, but he's like kind of floating like a paper airplane kind of.
Yeah.
That's the way I feel, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Life's period of dominance in StarCraft 2 is kind of ended. Like, it could restart at any moment when he brings it back, but he's definitely not looking as strong in recent times. And, like, when we saw Life before, it would just be dominance. Like, no one can touch him.
What did KT do to him, Wolf?
Well, I mean,
what happened?
I even have to say, like, towards the end of his StarTale time, it was starting to look like he had lost a bit of his mojo. He did win that GSL versus Parting, which I think that happened after he was on KT, if I'm not mistaken. But still, you know, he did get that one title, which is important. But his Pro League results have never been as good as his Star League results, and that's always been a bit of a mystery to me.
It's kind of interesting, kind of weird. I guess that's just the kind of player he is. He's better at taking these big series. He's a kind of a thinking player where he's like, okay, I'm just going to go crazy aggressive, then he pulls back. It's like when you're in poker, you just play a bunch of hands, like, and then you just pull back, and everybody's like, well, what's going on?
Yeah.
Or you play very tight, and then you play a bunch with not as good hands, and they think you have, you know, amazing cards. But, yeah, I mean, even in his last game, losing to Blaze, you know, Blaze it, he just, you know, he was very, very mad at that. He was saying, like, sorry on Twitter as well. I hope he's kind of come back from that, and, you know, I hope he's ready for today because he's got a much bigger opponent that's probably not going to do something like that here in this game.
I'm not sure why you have this delay, by the way, because it's not Flash this time. But I'm just, I'm in the lobby. Don't worry.
It's the KT player Life.
Okay. I thought you were, like, making sure I joined. I'm like, I did. I got it. Don't worry. Yeah, it is going to be Life in this case.
All those KT players are learning from Flash. Flash isn't even the oldest in that house, I don't think. I wouldn't assume so.
Let me think.
Who else is in there?
Well, Action is much older, I think. He's in there still, right?
Is he?
I think so.
Is he still even on the roster? We haven't seen him in so long.
That's true. He might have moved.
I think he might have.
Yeah, I think he did move, actually.
But where? Maybe he, like, retired. We should know this. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm like, hold on. This is a good time to find out.
Well, we got time, so it's all good. Yeah, I'm glad to have you here anyway, Wolf. The solo cast was fun yesterday, but
yeah, I'm
got a partner today.
I'm done with my World of Tanks for quite some time, so I'll be back with you guys a lot more often. Now, here's Life, and looks like he's still on KT roster, by the way. Action to just close that.
He's the same age as Flash.
Same age as Flash. He just looks a lot older.
Yeah. Well, Life here 14-10, 5-2 against Zerg.
He's got that Wobbymon. For wobbly monitor.
Wobbymon is how you said?
Wobbly monitor, man. See that wobbles you got there? Never want the wobbles on your monitor.
I thought you were talking about a Digimon.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Something's going on over there. Better quickly switch off of that camera shot. Anyway, Curious over here, 7 and 8. Doesn't really reflect how he's playing these days, though.
No, he's definitely on fire recently. Look at his indicator arrow; it's a better tell. 5 and 11 versus Life. They've met each other quite a lot, so that's something to keep in mind. Like you said, playing really well at DreamHack, winning a ZVZ finals. His first title ever in StarCraft 2. Guys, been playing since 2010, since the beta. took him 5 years to get a title. And that's a good thing that he gets it to continue his career.
Yeah.
No longer empty-handed.
Pretty good. He deserves it. He finally gets it. But does he deserve this win against Life? Let's jump into Iron Fortress for game number 3. Here in the top right, in the red, the Zerg player from KT Rollster. It is Life. Got his 3 GSL pins.
He's got him today. Down to the bottom left, it's Curious for SBENU. Always
no
gotta
GSL
wear
pins.
You gotta wear those pins, man.
Yeah.
I'm
If
really
you get
serious about it.
pins, you wear the pins.
Yeah,
I mean, even Hero wears his Kespa Cup pin.
that's right. That's not the nicest handwriting we've ever
Came
seen.
from Gyeongnam.
No, I don't know where that is.
They ran from Gyeongnam, it said.
Hurry over here.
Yeah.
Don't miss Pro League.
Everyone, get in here.
Don't get
To the
started
next
on
arena. Wouldn't want to be labeled as a game trader or anything.
that. Well, you don't want to be labeled as someone who plays that deck.
No, I don't.
Um,
I don't. I'm not one of those guys.
Neither am I. I did it for a week because I thought it was like a gimmicky thing. Then it became the only thing. Then I stopped playing.
Then
that.
it became something so much worse.
Then I stopped playing that soon-to-be dead game if that deck doesn't, if that meta doesn't change.
I hope it does. They're releasing another new expansion.
Oh,
Game
PP.
pause.
He's like, I just can't handle my earbuds. They're just not staying in. We saw earlier on the camera shot before the game started. He was like really having some trouble with sound blockers. He's like, it took 20 minutes to get ready, but I still didn't hotkey my queens right.
Probably, man. I wouldn't be surprised.
I hope this is not a hotkey issue.
He messed up his hotkeys. Yep,
Wow.
that's what it is. Curious is like, really? Really?
This used to be a bigger issue actually in Pro League, and I was advocating for harsher punishment, but it looks like it's all resolved. Like I can't even imagine StarCraft 1 times if you were like, hold on, I need to change my mouse sensitivity, like and pause the game, like what would happen? Like you'd be like banned from Kespa. You'd go straight to Kespa jail, man.
Yeah,
You're in
you're
Kespa
locked
jail
up
forever.
that night. They take you out of the game, out of the booth in cuffs.
No trial. Guilty until further proven guilty.
Exactly. They're just deciding how harsh of a punishment to give you.
You accidentally typed the E key instead of P because you were in Korean mode because you were chatting with the admin earlier. Guess you're banned for life.
Banned for life.
3 P's instead of 2. That's it. You're done.
Goodbye.
You typed good luck, have fun, in jail forever.
Oh,
You'll
yeah.
never see your family again. You'll never sleep on that nice but somewhat extremely uncomfortable bunk bed back at the team house ever again. You'll never have that one Ajuma's really great bulgogi that she used to make every Tuesday again. It's all over your
Are you
programmer
reliving
life
the
ends.
Gome House? Wolf, is that
No,
what's going
no.
on? Because I slept there one night, and I know what you're talking about the bunk beds. I know exactly what you're talking about.
The first day I got to Korea, I didn't sleep the whole day before I took my flight. I couldn't sleep on the flight because I can't sleep on planes. I've got like a really tall, weird-shaped body. And I remember when I got to Gum House, I was so tired. I ran into the first few people I met were Karn. Okay, you guys probably remember Karn as a StarCraft 2 pro, like amateur in Korea for a while. Doa, Moletrap. I said hello to everybody, and Torch, of course. Then I just went and jumped on the bed. Now this was the worst idea.
Oh man.
I nearly fractured my arms, but I learned to sleep on it over the course of the next few months.
You become accustomed to the pro gamer life. The hard knock life.
Yeah. 2 hatches going down after these pools. Very safe opening.
The Jedi Knight life.
The Jedi nightlife, minus the nightlife. That definitely
Yeah.
wasn't part of it.
Just the Jedi life.
Well, I mean, I guess for Gomhouse people, it definitely to a certain extent was, but not for the pros that were staying there, not for pros that stay at these teaming houses.
Yeah. You
Curious
gotta
is
wonder
not like
how much harder are those bunk beds at the real pro gaming houses, right?
it's got to be like
They just sleep on,
Flintstones.
yeah, like a slab of rock, actually.
a rock pillow.
Yeah.
Um.
They just sleep outside. What is this?
God, stop moving it.
Who's more handsome?
It's just a
DRG
ranking
or
of
Hack?
who's more handsome. Yeah.
What do you think, Wolf?
Well, I would go for DRG.
Yeah, so would I. Sorry, Hack.
It's not just because like
DRG won.
but he won. Yeah, we saw the ranking there. It was a poll, but it's just because DRG is just more consistent in the Starcraft results. Otherwise, so the Hack 100%.
I assumed this was a SBENU team ranking, but then that makes me wonder where's MMA. Like,
Yeah.
what?
Well, I have to then keep in mind there's a lot of really handsome players on SBENU, but you've got a lot of really successful players on that team as well, like Jochi. Hack did just beat Dream 3-0, and sneaky Zergling sees that gas timing. He's like, oh, you did the same thing as me. Literally, like, look at their gases.
Yeah.
He's like, he's like, oh, I'm 4 gas behind.
This Ling is also going to see everything.
The Baneling Nest will go unscouted, I believe. Wait. Oh no,
Yeah,
he just checked it.
This map is kind of interesting. It is cross map, but at the same time, that joke is very wide. You kind of need this Baneling Nest just to be safe. We'll see if either player goes for one big swell of speedlings and add some banelings in. You see this from time to time, and either they get damaged or it gets very well defended. A lot of it depending on some city, baneling hits, etc. But we really just need to see who's going to make a swell, or if either of them will at all.
That one Ling is escaping, man. That Ling's a survivor.
Ling.
Look at him. Oh. Big Ling swell actually coming out here for life. Huge.
Yeah, he's making more and more. Stopping at 33.
Wow.
Whereas Curious is going into more drones and a lair.
Is he stopping at 33 or did he run out of larva? He's making.
Well, he's adding more.
Yeah, he's making some
drones.
drones. The lair
he did make a small swell though, so he does have more on the map at this point.
The lair timing is really similar for these two. Let's see what who ends up getting kind of the gas lead, because that's what it becomes the most important thing in ZBZ for Muta versus Muta, which is kind of becoming the way of this matchup a little bit recently.
Yep, the way of our people.
Yes.
The Zergs, even though we both play Protoss.
They're still our people, man. They're StarCraft players. They know they come from the same place.
Yep. It's just tradition.
These two banelings make this push kind of annoying for life. He actually has to relinquish the middle of the map.
He almost got one of those banelings, but not quite. Just gonna back off, make some more lings. You see the Spire coming in here for Curious.
Yep. This one Bane is going to try to hit 2, or even hit the Lings either way.
Spire coming down for life too. So we will see that Muta versus Muta. Life, though, very far ahead in gas.
Yeah, about 100 up right now.
Nice controller by Life. Doesn't just run up the ramp, very smartly controlling his units.
Yeah, both players actually being very careful here.
Ooh, third base coming up. He's looking to cancel it here.
He's not quite going to be able to. Well, Life is actually counterattacking. Yeah. Can he?
I think he should be able to. Life's looking to get the third base of Curious. And it looks like he will as well.
Wait,
he's going to force a cancel.
Curious sends the next wave of Lings over to finish this off. It will eventually get this. There's no Banelings nearby for
Life.
Life.
Not fighting with all of his Lings.
Yeah, he's making a huge mistake here. This base will go down. He could have saved it. In fact, he may still. Okay, here come those Banelings. Oh! That could have been a really good hit. He's making another Baneling here. I like this a lot. That Baneling actually hits the hatch. It's barely going to go down here. There's the cancel. Will he save the drone? He does. He restarts it. Very well done.
At the same time, though, Curious getting his own third base up at home. And he does have that earlier Spire. He will have the 8 Mutas, very slightly ahead of Life, but Life going to have more.
Life's also going for... He gets supply blocked here for a moment, so again, of course, a great opportunity to get your +1 armor in this moment. But he's going to get the armor out quick. Ooh, that Baneling hit could have been divine. I think he's actually going to still go for this. I don't think it's going to work.
Divine.
Divine, man.
I don't know why. That's just so funny to me, the way you described that.
I touched my head, then my left shoulder, and my right shoulder when I said it too, man. We're going to see these Overlords push back. Now, this is the first time that Life gets to see straight up that it is 100% Mutalisk that's coming out here for Curious, because he didn't have a scout on that just yet. You could reasonably assume. And now the Mutalisk war begins. It's almost like an arms race, essentially. The gas timing is so important. The only thing you want to look at right now is a Mutalisk count, which is on your units tab right there, the production tab of Mutalisk, and also the gas at the top right. Now here comes a huge run by.
Oh, he's going to get the Queen, slow down the production here. Whereas all the mutas of Curious are actually going to find one muta of Life. That's actually a big deal.
Yeah, and he's going to get so many Overlords here. Life is losing way too many Overlords.
He's lost 15 drones, 16 drones in the main at the same time.
He's just getting totally bopped here right now.
This is a bop-a-doodle-doo, man. This is getting out of control.
He's going to even lose another Overlord. Mutalisk count right now, 13 to 11, so he can actually even just fight these mutas as well. Life has no traction in this game. He's not going to be able to get Curious's hatchery either, which was, I guess, the reason why he had so much trouble defending is because all of his lings were in the middle of the map. They hesitated on what to do with them, then sent them across the map late.
The one big chance here for Life is that he has to win the Muta War. He just has to go straight up. He's going to have the +1 first. They're going to have a very equal amount of mutas. And if he can win that, he can possibly go to the base and regain map control.
Here we go. Oh, they passed each other.
Oh, he may be able to force this fight.
Okay.
No, he's not going to go for it.
But again, a huge swell lings is not dealt with.
Man, Curious's ZVZ is actually out of control.
And now he's just going to come in here and get way too many kills. He's going to kill a queen again. And this is the reason why he has more lings than Life does, because he keeps killing these queens, so he keeps the larva down. So Life is getting outproduced here. The drones are not mining for so long, and this is just going to be a snowball effect. Look at the gas again.
And Life's going to lose that upgrade lead. That was the one thing he had going for him in this game. That's really all it was. Look at how many drones he's lost in total, 22.
So to replace those, he loses again further, more larva. This is just a snowball effect. More lings coming across the map here, actually. The Mutalisk do spot them first. He's just going to kill these extractors. Killing the extractor means no gas mine, which means he gets ahead. Look at the production tab. Starting to be a huge lead for Curious and Mutalisk. He's getting more and more of them quicker and quicker. Runs by here again, forces the Mutalisk away, kill an extractor. He's just rotating around the map.
Oh, boy. This play out of Curious is giving me chills, man. He's running Life around the map. He's making this look like Bill versus Boom Boom, man.
Yeah. This is just
takes
totally
out the hatchery. And from there, I think he's just too far behind. You can't come back in a mirror matchup from this position.
He has a few choices. He can just keep making lings with his mutas, which it looks like that's what he's going to do, and just eventually wear him down. The other thing he could do is spend some of his extra money on spores and then just straight up fight and then win the game, because if Life tries to counterattack, the spores will defend. He can just max out in mutas. Like, Life has to try to transition on 2 base with 4 gases into infestors, and now he's trying it. It's just going to be, it's going to be impossible. He cannot do it. It's not doable.
Infestation pit on the way. Looks like he's going for the money fungals as his way to win. That might not be a bad idea. When you're this far behind, you got to go for something crazy. He's not even going to try to go for his 3rd base again. He knows he can't hold it at this point. Another ling run by him in the main. And even though it's not like a gigantic number of lings, it's still pulling the mutas all the way back, giving Curious total map control.
Force to cancel on a Spore Crawler. That means he can actually engage that location a lot better.
He's looking for the fight.
Yep. Mutalisk count right now, 35 to 27. Now, right now, Curious doesn't know exactly the number, so it's tough to judge, but he should be able to realize, based off of these engagements.
Life does get a nice hit there, but here we go. Curious is going to force it.
Yep.
There's one queen on the map here. Curious, though, he can't fly over that spore. He's going to come in here and snipe the queen, and there you go.
He just needs to fight away from the spores, and he should be fine. Look at all these reinforcing mutas. He can kill this spore in 2 shots. Goodbye. Kills it with bounce damage.
If he gets the Spire, this is over.
Yep. Well, even if he does, I mean...
Even if he doesn't, this is over.
The infestors are going to pop out without energy.
Yeah.
So he actually cannot lose those.
Well.
Oh, loses one.
He's going to have to keep that alive for a long time. And all the while, he's bleeding mutas. Some of them are popping out of the larvae. He has no 3rd base. Economy back at home for Curious is fantastic.
Even if he
gets
gets
out of sight.
It's rad, man. It's pretty tubular, dude. If he actually gets a fungal, it won't even matter. It's about to have enough energy.
Let's see what he can do.
It just won't even matter.
Yeah, it's 140 to 55 supply now.
Curious can win this game with Banelings and Zerglings at this point now. There's no economy left for Life. GG.
There you go. Life losing once again. Another one of these early games. Curious doing his job. He's going to at least force an ace match and possibly give Joxy a chance to make them pull ahead of KT 3-1.
Worst case scenario, like you said, the ace match. And just a random stat. It's the first prediction Daehyun gets wrong today. The only prediction so far. The guy's on fire, man.
You got that right, though. One step to getting back in the running here for round 4.
Yeah, it's been having a rough round for me. Not gonna lie. Feels bad.
It's all good. Life looks really just unhappy at this point.
He got dominated. I mean, he got way outplayed.
Yeah.
That was incredible. Even Leenock gives... The Leenock thumbs up is a real thing, man.
Yeah. You know, if you get a thumbs up from Leenock, it means something.
Huh.
He looks kind of like that, you know, there's some gif of some 90s kid with, like, I don't know, some kid with blonde hair, and he's looking at the computer, and then he looks at the camera, and he's like...
Yeah. That needs to be the new
You guys
meme.
all know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's like the not bad sort of phase.
Yeah.
DRG's like, I won too, you know, earlier, so...
I'm kind of a big deal, too.
I mean, I didn't win DreamHack, but I did beat Flash, and it wasn't a mirror matchup, so I'm just saying. All right.
Stats versus Joxy.
Joxy has the potential to win this game. Stats has been slumping. But I would never bet even $1 on Joxy winning this one, just based off of his performances in the last, I'd say, 4 to 6 months. The last times he's been in